Hello, and welcome to the Steve and Mark Discuss podcast, where Steve will bring up a subject, we listen to it for 5 minutes, then I respond, and Steve will interject with his replies. So, over to Steve.
Hi, people. As we all witnessed, last Sunday was Easter Sunday, and coming from the President of the United States, he preferred to celebrate a Trans Day of Visibility, the Trans Day of Visibility, March the 31st. It has been held on other days, by the way, in the past. It's a recent thing, relatively recent thing, but he decided, the 31st is the best day for it.
Yes.
And he received a lot of criticism, mainly from the right-leaning, side of the aisle, you could say. And there's a guy called Jarvis Best who wrote an article, spectacular, and he was defending Joe Biden for this proclamation that he made on the 31st for the Trans Visibility Day. He said, he said that unfortunately there aren't all that many places in the calendar he could put this day, and he explained. So I'd like to share with you his explanation.
Yeah.
Okay, it's really it's good. So Trans Visibility Day, the Trans Day of Visibility on March 31st, unlike Trans Day of Remembrance, which is November the 20th. Transgender Parent Day is on November the 6th.
Oh, right, yeah.
Trans Awareness Week is from November the 13th until the 19th. International Pronoun Day is on October the 20th. Trans, of course, is different to drag. So there's International Drag Day, which is July the 16th, that would be. And for those with no gender, Agender Pride Day is on May the 19th. Also, Intersexual Awareness Day is on October the 26th.
Yeah.
If you happen to be omnisexual, the Omnisexual Visibility Day is on July the 6th. Bisexual Awareness Week ends on September 22nd, but it's followed from behind, if you pardon the expression, by Bisexual Visibility Day on September 23rd, just to keep things going. International Non-Binary Day is July the 14th, and this happens during Non-Binary Awareness Week of July the 11th to the 17th. Gay Uncle Day is August the 14th.
Right.
Aromantic Spectrum Awareness Week is in February from the 20th to the 24th. 20th to the 26th, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Asexuality is different to aromantic, so I hope you're paying attention.
Well, yeah, yes, yeah. Well, that's all down.
Aromantic Day is April the 6th, by the way. Also in April is International Lesbian Visibility Day.
Yeah.
On April the 26th. Harvey Milk Day is on May the 22nd. Now, I had to find out what Harvey Milk was. And actually, Harvey Milk, he was a gay activist, and he was assassinated in 1978. He was a politician from of all places, California. But of course, he wouldn't be.
Well, okay.
Stonewall Riots Day was on June the 28th. Now, Stonewall was or still is, I suppose, a bar in Lower Manhattan in New York. and some years ago, the police raided the. I think it was also the 70s. Police raided the bar, and all sorts of really bad things happened when the police raided the bar. So that the incident happened on the 28th of June. So they celebrate it each year on the 28th of June. But coming back to the plot, Pansexuality and Panromantic Visibility Day is on May the 24th.
Yeah.
Pansexual Pride Day is December the 8th. Spirit Day, if you're a spirit, is October the 21st.
Right.
My sister's birthday. Pride Month is in June. LGBT History Month is in October. Bisexual Health Awareness Month is in March.
Right.
And Trans Awareness Month is in November.
Right. Okay.
Human Rights Day is in December the 10th. Is on December the 10th. Right. And the World AIDS Day is December the 1st. Along with, not forgetting, of course, the HIV Survivors Day, which is, of course, June the 5th, as we all knew.
Okay. Oh, I forgot that.
I hope you're paying attention. I'll be asking questions later. International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, and Transphobia is on May the 17th.
Right.
And Zero Discrimination Day is March the 1st.
Okay. Right.
The International Day of Silence is on April the 22nd. So that's something to shout about. You know.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the calendar is for the LGBTQ plus. Who never knows what it is. It's quite full.
Yeah.
You know,
I
think Biden was lucky to be able to squeeze it in on the day that Jesus was resurrected. It's good to put your politics where your religion is, I suppose. So there you go. It's over to you.
Well, yeah.
So, you need to ask me any questions about the dates again. I'll find out for you.
Yeah, well, I think I get the general idea. Yes, it's a full calendar. You know, we sort of squeezing in an additional day. You know, we've only got 364 days in a year.
Yeah, the LGBTQ plus they have 145 days a year of these days of celebration.
Third of a year. Well, I mean, yeah, they could do. Yeah, they need some more, in my opinion. Yeah.
It's never enough, you know that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I heard it all. Yeah, I mean, it's okay declaring the day it does. I mean, I think these things are done possibly normally for the right reasons. Yeah, everybody needs rights, and you should be aware that everybody else has a right to exist however they are, regardless of other factors. Outside of my religion, I mean, okay, we can argue that main religions are not so tolerant in their writings and scripture. Well, I wouldn't say tolerant. That's the wrong word. Every religion should be tolerant, but yeah, maybe not as accepting of certain practices. Okay. Possibly announcing that on Easter Sunday is probably not the most advised thing. Did I really care as a Catholic? Not really. I mean, I'm not, to be quite honest, it doesn't affect me. I really, when I say I really don't care, I really mean I don't care. It's not I don't care. I don't want to see anyone come to any harm over any lifestyle they may have if it doesn't affect other innocent or non people that don't want to be involved with it. For some reason, there seems to be a movement that wants to involve everyone in everything to do with it. Yeah. as I was always brought up, stay in your lane. I really don't care. Dress as you want, identify as you want, within reason, within the bounds of society. That's entirely your choice. How you dress is entirely your choice. If you go to work in a attire that is not necessarily always seen as ordinary, but when you're at work, you dress according to your requirements of your job. If you're going on a building construction site, you wear safety gear. That's quite a leveler, actually. when males and females and everybody else has to basically wear the same outfit. Yeah. There's no, that's very asexual, that get up is. Real 1984 stuff.
Your day would be, if you want to be asexual.
Well, I'm not saying I want to be. I'm saying, that's my kind of experience, Jeans, a t-shirt, and a big donkey jacket are pretty pretty asexual in my opinion. Yeah. I
don't think I saw an asexual here.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it. Yeah. I thought I wouldn't have just dragged it out the air. I wouldn't have just grabbed it, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, a boiler suit is not an appealing piece of well, it might be to some people. I don't know. Some people might have a different opinion about that. But yeah, I mean, you can't walk on a construction site in high heels. Doesn't matter who you are and what you like, who you identify as. Yeah.
April the 6th. April the 6th.
Oh, April the 6th. Yeah. Well, I've got no desire to be asexual or any sexual. Well,
be careful. Be careful, big man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm good as I am. Thank you. I identify what it is. I don't feel like a need to actually clarify what I identify as. No. Podcast or otherwise. Yeah.
You'll find yourself not knowing which way to turn. Hold on.
Which place that? The spinning turn. The spinning day. Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh no! Don't give ideas. Yeah, I know.
No, I mean, me too. I'm all for do what you want to do as long as you don't affect me.
Yeah, that's it.
Knock yourself out. But I don't think it's necessary to have to force yourself, which is what these people seem to be doing. And I can understand them forcing themselves to a certain degree of getting space in society.
Yeah.
But the thing is that these people are such a minority. I think it's something like a third of 1% of the population in the US have these tendencies. Well, and so one would argue that they should have 1/3 of 1% of space.
Well,
in society,
Yeah. I mean,
instead of almost 6 months of celebration.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can all agree that the Stonewall movement back in the 60s had a good cause. Yeah, had a justification, possibly. Yeah. I mean, we're reasonably modern. Possibly, we're more tolerant than the generation before us are. In effect, we don't care. I mean, I'm Gen X. We really didn't care at school. I can't remember even thinking about these subjects at school. We just accepted. We listened to music by people who stayed in their own lane. It was open. It was out there. We didn't judge it. Yeah.
I think what's driving all of these days, weeks, months is money. If you took away government money from the ONGs of or these, you get a person who comes on the telly and they say they're a spokesperson for such and such a group, which normally it's like a type of ONG.
Yeah.
But if you took away the government money, that wouldn't exist. You know,
Yeah.
and they have to justify their cause, so they
Yeah.
have to make a big noise.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it could be a case of the bark is worse than the bite, but you know,
I
they
mean,
have to they have to
I mean,
justify their
yeah, okay, you can imagine. I
as
mean,
as an organisation. Sorry.
yeah, as an organisation, okay, and yeah, Easter being one of them. I mean, to be quite honest, I was a little bit with, like you say, people of political persuasion, even religious persuasion, jumping up and down in the air and getting excited about it. The best way to sometimes deal with an issue like this that's innocuous in itself is just to ignore it. If you're not talking about it, it upsets people even more sometimes. Yeah, you can't be accused of anti anything. Don't actually say it. Yeah, we all know the motivation behind it, and we all know what the administration in the US is all about. I'm sure there's far more pressing things that affect the whole of society than a certain day about openness. From what I can tell, I'm not saying prejudice doesn't exist. Of course it does, but it exists in every which way. And we're in the UK at the moment. We're seeing what's happening with certain things there at the moment this week.
It'd be interesting to know if all these dates here are shared by, you know, places like, I don't know, the UK or Iran
I mean,
or, you know.
yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, I'm just making things. Probably more likely in Israel, funny enough, than Gaza.
I'm sure that the Iranian calendar is quite free.
Yeah, and the Saudi Arabian one, and the Qatari one,
Yeah.
and the Jordan one. Yeah, and I don't know about Egypt. So, I mean, you know, maybe they've got a few days in there. Egyptian society being what it was. Yeah, okay. People can do things. Yeah. Biden managed to actually say something that people understood, which is, you know, an Easter miracle. Quite frankly, um, I'm when I ultimately, I like the what the guy said. Yeah, you got to understand. Yeah, poor Biden or the administration, they had a bit of an issue trying to squeeze another day into all this because, yeah, you can't have these things overlapping. You know, you can't have them slotting into each other, I suppose.
Well, you know, you on some cases you do.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
when some courses take up a whole month, you
yeah,
know, or a whole week, then sometimes days do get
yeah,
inserted. Some
yeah,
do get inserted from others.
yeah. It accidentally forces itself in on it, you know.